Oh, hello. I was just practicing my wedge. Well, hi. How's everybody at home, huh? How are you doing? Doing good? I'm glad. Mario Golf Super Rush got announced a few weeks ago. I think it was a few weeks. And it looks really good, and it got me thinking, hey, I love golf games, but that one doesn't come in for another few months. So if I want to play golf, what do I do? Enter this game. Have you ever played a game like Chrono Trigger and thought, hey, this is great, I love this game, but I just want to play soccer or baseball or golf? Have you ever played Wii Sports and thought, this is awesome, but I need some strategy? We'll say no more, this game has got you covered. Mario Golf Advanced Tour is the game for you. You've got a full XP system complete with upgradable clubs and an enthralling storyline, and you also have a bunch of courses, mini games, and all around wonderful sporty things that you can do in this game. Alright, that's enough of the sales pitch. I have played this game a lot, especially when I was younger, but I haven't really touched it in a long time, so I am curious to see if this game still holds up, or if it's just kind of another Game Boy Advance game that no one really talks about because it's not very good. This is a Game Boy Advance game, so it's not the longest you've ever seen, but it has tons of charm and personality that will make up for that, I promise. First up, though, we kind of have to get something out of the way. This is an RPG. That means, like Fire Emblem, it has a lot of talking, a lot of people talking. And that normally means this. Words. And just like a traditional RPG, none of them matter. At least I don't think so. I don't really know because I didn't look at them. I love games like Fire Emblem, but enough is enough. Too many words. Despite all this game looks very nice, especially on a tiny little Game Boy screen. Like most Mario sports game titles, it looks pretty darn awesome. But before we go anywhere else, we need to cover the story. So when you first start up the story mode, you will be met in typical RPG fashion with a character selection screen. You will be able to choose between a boy and a girl. I chose the dude because I am one, and I named him Banjo because there wasn't enough characters for Kazooie, so I had to settle with Banjo, which is alright. The first thing we are met with is this giant castle-like structure with the kids running up to it. I think they're kids. They might not be. They might be adults. I'm not really sure, but I think they're kids. We see Ella and Banjo. By the way, Ella is our partner character. We'll talk about her more later. Also, Helen and Buzz. Helen and Buzz are supposed to be our rivals. They don't do anything. They just stand there by the lodge the whole game. They never move. They just stand there. We also meet our mentor, Kid. No, he's not a kid. He's an adult. We later actually figure out that he was a golf star in his prime, and he was well known throughout this vast golf land for his excellence on the green. We also figure out that Mario is some sort of deity or god, if you will, that these people look up to. There are stained glass pictures of him everywhere. There are plaques with his name on it. It's this whole deal. And every golfer ever dreams of being on the same level as him. They talk about it all of the time. I don't know why these people are so obsessed with him or even know that he exists, because he never comes down to Earth. Wherever this is, he never comes down, ever. He's always up in the sky. Don't worry, I'll explain it later. So after all of that, us and our rivals go to the lodge where we make our beds, settle in, and get ready for our future as star golfers. But before we can reach ultimate stardom, we have to start with the course right outside the lodge, the Marion Golf Course. But winning the Marion tournament isn't actually the only thing you can do here. You could just enter the tourney by going up to the desk with the nice person waiting at it, or you can go to the right and inside is like a big a big practice range where you can hit balls places. But you can also challenge the tournament leader champion person named Joe. If it's just you, you and Joe will go head to head in a big long match, and if you beat Joe, you get a bunch of XP, and you also get to play as him in the normal, regular golfing mode. However, if you go up to him with yourself and also Ella, your partner, you can compete against Joe and his friend Buzz in a little something they called a match play. Or a match. No, a doubles match. I think is what it's called. I kind of forget, but I think so. It's pretty much the same thing, just over again. Every course has their own champions that you can beat in a match or tournament or whatever, and you will actually need to beat them in order to beat the regular tournament later. All those courses are Marion, Palms, Dunes, and Links. And also the Mushroom Kingdom one. The Mario course. That's for the end. That's the finale. But you know that's not all this game has to offer. There are tons of mini games and other side things that you can also do. Alright, this is all well and good and awesome and cool if you want to play a golf game, right? Where are all the RPG where are all the where are all the RPG elements to this game? You told me it was an RPG. Where are the RPG things? Like the items and armor and stuff. Don't worry, I'll tell you. After every tournament or minigame or like weird course thing that you do, you get XP. You use these to level up your character's stamina and accuracy and spin control and stuff like that. Or you can be like me and just shove them all into power. You can also upgrade your partner, Ella, if you want. Or you can be like me and not do that. She can fend for herself. And what's an RPG without tons of characters? There are the main two characters, obviously, Banjo and Ella. There are also your rivals, Buzz and Helen. There's Kid, the main mentor. He's not a mentor at all, but I guess you could call him that. And then, of course, there are all the champions and stars that you can beat. Gene and Putz and Joe and Sherry. There are others as well. I just forget what they're named. But there is also another RPG element that I really love. It's the tickets. After every minigame that you beat, you get a ticket. You can use that ticket to go to the blacksmith golfer, the clubsmith man, and give him your ticket. He takes the ticket and in turn he makes you a set of clubs, a set of brand new, super awesome clubs. There's one that can upgrade your accuracy or your spin, basically everything I mentioned earlier. Can you guess which one I chose? I just chose the ones that made the ball go really far. I'm a simple man. All I want is the ball to go far. So you grind, you hone in your skills, you become the best golfer in all the world, and then you're done, right? You beat Kid in the Links tournament, and you're done. You're set, right? Wrong. No, that's not how it goes, because I told you earlier there was a Mushroom Cup where you beat Mario, right? Where's that? After you beat Kid at the Links tournament, he will give you a letter, and in that letter is a note from up above. It just says, go to the stained glass window thing, and it'll take you to the clouds. I don't remember what it said. I'm just kind of going off of memory. So you go to the clubhouse, you go into the bubble, and you fly upwards into the ceiling. up and up until you achieve ultimate height, until you reach the very top of the clouds. And there, standing in front of you, is Peach and Mario and all the rest of them at Peach's castle. I think this is Mushroom Kingdom. I don't really know because Mushroom Kingdom isn't normally in the clouds. I'm just kind of guessing. Anyway, first you are greeted by none other than Princess Peach herself, who talks to you about golf, probably. DK just makes monkey noises. Yoshi makes Yoshi noises. Luigi actually talks to you in full sentences, which is weird, and I know he talks in other games. I still don't like it, though. Something unsettling about a Mario character like Luigi giving me full structured sentences. I don't like it, and I wish it would stop. So now all you gotta do, all that is standing between you and the end of the game, is the Mushroom Course. The Course of Legend. The hardest course, most difficult thing ever to be created on this earth, or wherever this is. And yes, it is significantly harder than the previous four. There's a big jump between the Link's course and the Mushroom Course. There's also a bunch of cool traps and stuff. If you land on one of the power panels, it'll do something. That something could include blowing things up. It could also trigger plants and make them disappear. But you finally beat it. You beat Mario and everybody else, and you get the trophy. And then roll credits for literally the fourth time. Oh, but wait, you still aren't completely done with this game, are you? You still have all of the mini games just sitting there waiting for your attention. These mini games can either be wonderfully fun and a great time, or the absolute worst thing in the entire world. There's one where you can literally only use one club for the entire course. You have one that you have to go through gates in order to make it through. There's even one course where you have to save an old dying man by playing his course. Once you play through it and score better than a par, he becomes healthy. I don't know how that works, but I feel like this is probably something that doctors should take into account. So through all that minigame stuff, through all the tournaments and through all the hardships we endured, we're finally at the real end of the story. We're all done, but we're technically not done with the game itself. As you progress through the game, as I said earlier, you can unlock characters and stages to be used in the game's regular golfing mode. In this mode, you can be the normal characters, like the ones you unlocked, or you can be characters like Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, etc. I personally didn't play this one, because I kind of had my fill of golf for a while. I was good on golf. Time to hang up the clubs and take a nap. So what's the verdict? This is a really good, really nice and enjoyable, fun RPG/sports game that I really like. It's a very short and refreshing title, which I really appreciate because I came off reviewing/playing not one, not two, but 3 games. Watch that video if you haven't. So play this game if you want. It would make me really happy. You know what else would make me really happy? Is if you liked the video and if you subscribe to the video. Subscribe to me, please. Thank you very much. You have a good day, and I hope you don't trip on a sand trap. That's the best golf pun I could think of. So, bye-bye.